Hey everyone, it's Amal from Oz Arab Media. Today we are joined by Mujgan Tahery, the CEO and founder of Uniting Circle Multicultural Community Center. The Uniting Circle focuses on supporting culturally diverse communities in Australia. Mujgan Tahery, we honored to having you here in the studio.
Thank you, Emma. Very appreciative. Thanks for having me today, and it is my greatest honor.
Thank you. Just we want to start to tell the audience who you are and what are you doing briefly.
Not a problem. As you said, I'm Mujgan Tahery, CEO and founder of Uniting Circle Multicultural Community Centre. We're located in Western Sydney, and our head office is in Penrith, and it is a great honour to be here today.
That's good. Can you tell us more about the organization? It's Uniting Circle.
Sure, not a problem. So Uniting Circle, we work with CALD community and multicultural community that are from all different nationalities and all different backgrounds. Our mission is to empower culturally and all the diverse community that are living in Australia, particularly in New South Wales. And our focus is to be able to be that bridge or be that pole that we can be between the culture that we have and we bring with ourselves, and also to be starting and living in Australia. We work quite closely with refugee and new arrivals from all different backgrounds. We work with, as I said, more the multicultural communities that are in Australia. We're having a quite large number of refugees and new arrivals from Afghanistan that are we're serving and we're providing services for them. Originally from Afghanistan myself as well. So to know the culture, to know the background, to be able to how to serve them and give them the opportunity to live more comfortable in Australia. I think it's the missions that we have for Uniting Circle. Yes.
That's amazing. And what inspired you to open this organization?
Fantastic question, Amal. For myself, what inspired me is being a migrant myself. I came to Australia 24 years ago. 24 years ago, being as a migrant and being as a refugee wasn't as easy as it can be now. So I think it's more the life story that has been stepped at me to these positions. I could see how hard it is to coming to a new country with no English background, to not knowing the culture or not knowing the country so well and starting from zero basically again. There was some times that I wanted to help myself and there was not that help available. We are very grateful now that we have so many settlement services, we have so many opportunities available for our refugees and new arrivals, our CALD communities. We have so many organizations that are representative for our diverse community. But what allowed me to be able to do that was I wanted to make a difference. I want to make a change to be able to make that long distance of success a little bit shorter, be that directions for so many people in their life. And I think, I was very, very honored that God has gifted me to be able to serve and work with the community as well.
As you said, you like to make a difference. Can you tell us what difference you like to make it?
The difference that I want to make is we have so many amazing people that come to Australia. I think we don't realize that they all come and bringing the past with them. They're all very successful people. Some have a education background, some they don't have education background. But when they come to Australia, they come with the hope and they want to live with the hope. What I wanted to do is I wanted to make them to say that hope can be possible. I remember when I've started school here, I didn't know after that you can have other opportunities that to be able to have educations. We have so many fantastic sector when people want to go to the education sector. And not many people knew about that. For me, my biggest weapon in my life is educations. And what I wanted to do is by educations or by studying, be able to be succeed or be that platform that we want to have a better life. And I think that change that I've made. So at Uniting Circle Multicultural Community Centre, my background is very, very helpful with what I do right now. I'm a qualified assessor myself. So for me to be able to teach them English, to be able to teach
That's
them computer, to be able to allow them to understand that, some women never ever drive in their life. And we have driving lessons in our center. For them to be able to coming in and me going through the law and the procedures and rules and everything, and then seeing them to get the license, it's changed my life. It has changed my life, and I can see that I'm changing their life. And I think that just a quick memorizing, a woman came in that was the first time that she was able to sit behind a car in her life. And for me to see the tears in her eyes, it brought tears to my life. But what it was, oh wow, that change that I wanted to dream about, it happened. So yes,
Yeah, so their success, it's your success as
their
well.
success is my success. Exactly. Yes.
That's very nice to hear. So what the hard thing about helping different cultures, and how do you deal with it?
I think the hardest part is that sometimes you become the point of the hope for so many life. As an individual myself, I try my best to be there as much as I can for everybody. But sometimes it does get to the point that people just want you to on the spot for everything that they wanted. That understanding for them that, yes, I can be here, but I can't be here. But what I found the hardest is the language. I've seen a lot of people struggling quite extremely with the language, especially if they're coming from a non-speaking English country. To be able to start from zero again, I think was quite a challenge for them. But then technology was the other hardest part as well. Not knowing how to use some are the first times that in their life they're going to go and turn on the laptops and use the laptops in their life. So that technology barrier now, we're living in a 21st century that, technology is everything. So that is another hardest things that we have found that people are struggling with it as well. But then culture shock,
This
culture
one.
shock is another one because so many things that it's normal back in their countries is not normal here anymore. So many things that could have been easier, it's not normal, it's not kind of easy anymore. So that is all itself. I can see that how much it's challenged for quite a lot of
So
individuals.
how with the culture shock? How you dealing with it? Because for myself, I saw too many people they stop their life because of that.
Yeah. Fantastic question, Amal. So one of the most helpful part that we have found is a lot of workshop that we do. And those workshops is allowing them to understand the culture better, and allowing them to understand that just to say, it's okay, we can share stories together to say it's not just you that you're going through this culture shock, or you're not, it's not just you to going through this struggle. You do have few other people around you that are going through the same thing. Those workshops that we have done, we were honoured to be supported by our council, by our federal, by our states, and they were helping us to be able to run those workshops. And what we do with those workshops is educating them and allowing them to understand that this is the differences and we can do these differences together and we can work out these differences together. As I said, education is the biggest part.
Yeah.
When the more you to get to know about something, the easier you can be able to deal with it, and it's kind of take that pain a little bit away from you. And what we do, we gather so many kind of individual events, so people coming in and they share their stories together as well. And I've found that sometimes when you hear other people pain, it's kind of make you feel you're not alone anymore. And when people come and say, hey, I've done this and that helped, and I went this and that helped, that kind of help you as well to be able to know about that culture. But what we have done, we've run quite a large number of workshops so far to be able to educate people about it as well.
And can you tell us how you make sure your program fits in the culture you're helping?
That's the hardest part. That is the hardest part. The reason why it's because we having the greatest honor that we have now. We have quite a few different groups of cultural backgrounds. So we have quite a large number of the people from Afghanistan. We have people from Lebanon. We have people from Syria. We have people that are coming from quite a large number of different Indian, Chinese, so they're all kind of having different cultural sort of things. What I have done is I've tried to do as much as study or kind of background check with everything to see what is acceptable, what is not acceptable. The other amazing thing is that we have a very multicultural team at the moment. So
That's
the
nice.
team are all very mixed. And what I do is I'll come with the plan themselves. You tell me about your culture. You tell me what is acceptable and what is not acceptable. And then we fill those gaps if we need it. And we get quite a fantastic other thing is that we do quite a large number of collaborations with other organizations, with other services. And I always kind of go with, okay, how do you do it that is acceptable, that we can do the same things as well? And that quite a very helpful as well.
Yeah, so you learn about their culture before you teach them Australian culture.
Definitely, definitely. And that's how it is, Amal. You need to know, me and you that are sitting here, we have, the Majanda sitting here and the Amal that is sitting here. There is a past for them. If you don't know that past, you're not going to figure what's going to happen for the future.
No.
You can't change any individual on the spot because now you're living in a new country and now you have, new way of culture that you have to follow. You have to forget who you are. I tend to realize that people accepting the changes so much better if they understand about it and they will know how's that going to benefit them. If they know that this change is going to benefit them in this way, they're accepting it so much better. So that is quite very important. And we need to understand that culture that they have currently, what is acceptable and what is not acceptable.
Yeah.
So if it's not acceptable of knowing this way of changing it, what we can do to make it better for them to adapt and change as well.
Yeah, that's amazing. Can you tell us about any project it's going to help the community?
Fantastic. Yes. We have quite a few very good projects, which I feel quite very honoured to be able to start, and we're already running them. One of the biggest projects that we have been doing it so far, which is this week will be week 6, is of a senior group. And what we're doing is this project is running through Uniting Circle and also collaboration with New South Wales Health. And it goes through what is health means and how this health is going to affect your life. As a senior, so these groups that is being invited to attend this, they are anywhere between 50 plus. And they come and we have 2 hours of 1 hour session of exercise and 1 hour session about the health, about diabetic, about cholesterol, about cancer, something that is going to be quite very, very important for the future. And what I have found out and the feedback that we had from the community was we're so glad that we can hear this because sometimes you take life for granted and you think it's okay, this pain is normal or this pain is normal,
Right.
or, I'm just getting older and that's okay. But to open that eye of no, it's not, and this help can be available or these services can be available, it's quite very, very unique. We had the honour of being supporting from so many different organisations, Hearing Australia, Diabetic Services, OT Services from New South Wales Health. We had a large number of groups that comes through. We have interpreter that is available to give them all those information that is needed. So that is one of the projects
So you give them all the information about each...
Definitely. So every single week, it's about different project. It's about different topic and different sector. So every single week they have different people coming through and talking about different scenarios and different examples. They all get, so 2 weeks ago, Hearing Australia came and everybody were registered through Hearing Australia and they all already done the hearing test. So just to make sure that the hearing is okay, we're going to have oral health coming and they're going to all get the checkup and they're going to make sure that if anybody needed to be referred to the hospital, then they get a referral. So we're opening that door for them and then we're going to kind of push them a little bit. Okay, now you're going to go and be ready. Another fantastic projects that we have been approved is other youth employments and upskilling. I realised that for our youth, it's a kind of a very important future generations that we're going to build. And this project is going to involve of starting what does it mean to be a youth, how you're going to be careful of not getting involved with anything wrong as gambling, vaping, any kind of sexual that you need to be not involved with, and then kind of allowing them that opportunity of, okay, now we're going to get into the employments. What skills do we need? What knowledge do we need? What studying do we need? How can we get into the university? How can we get into the TAFE? Do you want to get into the trades? Opening those sector for them. That's another project that we have. And one of the other amazing two projects that I'm very, very excited about is we have one domestic violence workshop for men's and one for women's. So these workshops is going to go purely of what is domestic violence mean in Australia. Not many knows, unfortunately, that domestic violence in Australia, it doesn't mean just by, which we can see it quite, getting quite worse and worse. It doesn't mean that you just go and punch someone to be a domestic violence. Controlling them financially, emotionally, all that, it means domestic violence. There are rules and procedures that are not going to be quite familiar from back home, and this is how you're going to make sure. Unfortunately, the recent incident that we had, that is 6 orphans that have no future, basically. So these sort of scenarios, it's going to make a difference for us. And yeah, that's what we step into the bigger world for. Yes.
So how do you know the program is working well?
What we have is we do so before any project start, we do a measurement of how this is going to be started, the outcome that we're expecting, and throughout this project we go through that measurement every single week. And every week I'll go and I have a survey that everybody wants that they complete that week. They tell me how did it felt. How was it? What was the outcomes? Is there anything that we can do? So the feedback from the actual participant themselves, it's been quite very valuable. And also in our website, we have a section that it says, let us know what you think about the programs that we have. And we're getting a quite nice numbers that coming through itself. And I have the honor of, I'm a kind of representative, I'm a presenter at Live 90.5. So I do have my own radio show as well, which is Afghanistan Australian Radio. Yeah, I do a lot of presenting in that sector as well, and that's been the most strongest platform that we ever can.
You do it in your language, right?
Yes, I do. So that is in Farsi or in Dari. And we get guests coming through, especially when we covering these topics. They come to the radio as well, and we talk about it. And we cover those topics, and then I'll get back with the feedbacks. How was it? What do you think? What was the outcome that you think? So there's quite a few different measurements and surveys that the team will go at. I run it myself. The team go and check it again, just to make sure that we all in the same platforms.
Nice. Do you think you can do this podcast with another language or with English?
That is my mission, be honest with you right now. That is my mission, because I had quite a large number of requests that they're asking, can we have it in English as well? And hopefully that will be part of the plan. So we do have a podcast stream, which hopefully soon will be starting, that we're going to have topics that is going to cover about all these sessions that we're going to have as well. But what I've always said, which I have a fantastic co-host with me as well, Brishna, Sabzi, which she works with me in a radio as well. And what we do, we always run sessions and then we go back and we ask our audience, what do you think about it? What was your outcome about these sessions? What do you think that we should cover it next week? And then we ask our guests to come through and talk about those topics that was requested from the community as well. Honestly, that's been the strongest point at the moment from the Live 90.5 Afghanistan Australian Radio itself, but also from the community. I think we've just been a voice for so many people that didn't have a voice. Mm-hmm. So that itself, it's kind of allowed them to understand that, okay, we can go in and share our stories. Yeah. We can go in and share what we can share with the community as well.
That's right. So how do you help different culture?
My mission is what I want to do, and what I have asked God is to allow me to be that bridge for the success of so many communities. And Amal, I think God has been gifted that to me quite recently, because we have been asked from a few different organizations that they want to collaborate with us. And because they've seen the project and they have seen that what project has been done so far, They feel that this is very important for them to be able to use that in their own organizations or in their own community as well. For me, it's about networking. It's about connect. It's about be open to be able to help as much as possible you can. I don't look at it as where you are, where you're from, what nationality you have. My biggest mission in my life is as long as that you're human, it doesn't matter we're white, black, Muslim, non-Muslims, I'm here to be able to help you.
That's very
And
nice.
I think that's what has been our missions. On Fridays, we do food donations. So every Friday we do food donations, and that food donation is any groceries that can be available for them. So that's fruit, vegetables, meat, anything that can be available. And in that line, I have people that I'll just stand for a second and I'll look at them, and they're of all different nationality, all different backgrounds, and they're just standing there because they need our help. And that's exactly what I want. My door is open to anybody that can be helped, and let's do it. Let's just help each other. Let's just make a circle of different nationality, different backgrounds, lift each other up and give a better life for each other. That's my missions.
Very nice one.
Thank you.
So, how has the Uniting Circle changed to meet new needs?
New needs.
Yeah.
What Uniting Circle has done is with the what we looked at as starting with Uniting Circle was what we can do to be unique and what we can do to be able to help many to start. And that was my missions. Culturally was what was interesting was for us to be able to build a strong mission was the respect and the harmony and the unity was quite very important in there. That respect was coming that you're here and we'll be able to help you, but then how can we help you to have that better future for yourself? The kindness and the love that we shared with myself and the team was quite very unique. And our door is always open to anybody that needed our service. What I do is when they're coming in, if I can help them, fantastic. But if I cannot help them, I'll connect them to the right organizations and right services. And that itself, I think, made it unique because what it's made by Uniting Circle, it's like an umbrella that you have all that services in there. And if there's anything not available, it's like a dictionary book. Let's go and see what can be available. And if it's not available, let's see how we can connect you to the right services. So for your questions, I think the uniqueness of Uniting Circle being quite very, very grateful. And it's been seen by the community as well. They can see that we got everything that we can to make that person individual life comfortable and better as well.
Oh, that's very nice. Can you share with us what the new projects is make you excited?
Myself, the youth program that we want to start, somehow it's sitting very differently in my heart because I think what I went through myself as a youth once upon a time, for us as a CALD community, a lot of times youth comes as the position is get swapped with the parents. So we become the parents and our parents become the kids basically. And not because it's necessary being wanted, it's because we want to be responsible. We sometimes going to be the interpreter. We have to be there for them. We have to take them to the doctor appointment. We have to be there. We have to do that. And what it's allowing me to do with these projects that we want to start, I want to share my story with them to say, hey, once upon a time, I went through the same thing and I may still go through the same things. But that's okay because it'll build you stronger. It'll make you be stronger. The help that you give, it'll make you and build you a stronger person. But then to allow them to understand as well that you have to have a limit. You can't just sacrifice everything because you have to be there to help people. You have to think about yourself. You have to think about your future. You have to think about education. You have to think that what you can do to have a better future for yourself. And I really want to resist with them that they need to know that education is the biggest factor in their life. If they want to get in somewhere in their life, they need to take education quite seriously. Girls and boys, they have to take that quite very seriously.
Well, as you said, you make a trust first, then.
That's exactly what it is. And I think gratefully that's what we have built. that trust has been built because of a center. It's becoming a hope hub for them, a community that they can come in and they can share whatever they want to share, they can say whatever they want to say, and I'm there sitting there to be able to help them. So that trust has been built. Now we have to take the biggest steps and share that trust with a success point for them.
Amazing. So, who do you work with to reach your goal?
We having now, when I've started, it was just Uniting Circle, but now we have the honor of being partnership with so many different organizations, from Penrith Council, local council, from our federal, from our state. We, as a non-profit charity, DGR registered organizations, it's allowing us to be able to collaborate with so many different other non-profit organizations. So for us now, we do having quite a large number of partnership, which I think that's the key of success, or the key of the doors that sometimes you can't open. So we do having a very, very good partnership with quite a large number of organizations now, and that itself being quite a success for us as well.
That's very nice. So, what do you hope for Uniting Circle will be achieved in the future?
From the founder person, from someone that I've dreamed about this for many, many years. Amal, I'd like to share this. This person that is sitting in front of you right now, it's a girl that when she came to Australia on the 6th of the 6th, 2001, she had a dream. That dream seems like impossible, but she still had a hope to be able to have a better future. 23 years later, that dream came through. And on the 6th of the 6th, 2024, she launched and opened her own organizations in a hope of to build a better future for the people, or the pain that she went through. She didn't want those people to go through the same pain anymore. She didn't want those people that came from the same aspect of the life that she came through. She didn't want those people to go through the same thing. Uniting Circle is quite very new. It's only 1 year that we've been in the industries. But I think what God has allowed me to have, the growth been fantastic. Alhamdulillah, it's been quite very phenomenal. And that itself came because of the trust that I put in God. The trust that I say, you help me and I will shine and I will do what I can do. What I want for the future of Uniting Circle, I want to be helping as many women, men, girl, boy, no age group, no limitations, for us to be able to help to change those people's life for good, for them to say, if this person could do it, we can do it as well. So that's exactly what I want. I want, inshallah, a succeed of, many projects for Uniting Circle.
Inshallah. So you work very hard to have your dream, and you're helping to many people to have a dream.
Thank you.
That's very nice.
Thank you. It has not been easy, but
I know.
It has not
it's
been
like
easy.
20 years.
It has not been easy. I think, Amal, it's been the hardest 1 year, honestly, but it's been the most blessing 1 year of my life. Just remember, success doesn't come easy. Success doesn't come as a plate in front of you. You're going to work hard for it. You're going to fail so many times. But the most important part is don't give up. Find a way. If one door get closed, I'm sure you can find a different door. If you give up and if you fall down, just put your hands on your knee and get up again and say, God, help me. And He will. But I looked at it as every challenge going to make you a stronger person. Every challenge that you get, it's going to allow you to learn and gain more experience. And that's exactly what it was. My biggest advice, especially towards our new refugees that comes, is we went through exactly the same thing. But our job was so much more harder because back in that times, I didn't have anybody to come and tell me, this is the road and this is the path, We had to learn all this ourselves. We had to find a path. We had to come of, learning the hardest way. I said, use the technology now. You have the phone that you can search and you can find so many amazing organizations. There are people around now that they can help you as much as use every single services that can be available for you. Because one day you're going to look back and you're going to say, I'm glad that I've done it. And please, we've been blessed for 24 hours in our life. We don't know what's going to happen the next minute in our life. But while we have opportunities, let's use these opportunities. Let's live in a way that, just if, for God be, if we're not here the next minute, we've done the best we could do right now. And I think that's how you're going to succeed.
Yeah, that's right. So for the audience who wanna in touch with you, who wanna be part of your organization, how we can find you, how we can contact you.
Thank you. Uniting Circle Multicultural Community Centre, it's located at 142 Lethbridge Street in Penrith. Our head office is in Penrith, but we serve all different locations in New South Wales. We have the honour of having clients and participants from anywhere from Liverpool to Fairfield to Parramatta, Blacktown, Maryland, coming all around New South Wales. They're coming into the centre, and if we have to go and see them, we do that as well. Our services is quite very broad. If you go to our website, www.unitingcircle.org.au, you'll be able to...
Can you see it again, slowly?
Yep, www.unitingcircle.org.au. All of the details is on our website, and also our contact details. But if you contact our head office on 0247 262633, 0247 262633, you'll be able to contact our receptions, and they can book you an appointment to come and see us, or you can come in and see us anytime you want it as well.
Do you have any social media?
Yes. I'm quite very, very active on my social media, and all the services and programs that we have, it's always available in our social media. Our social media is Uniting Circle, which you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, my LinkedIn. But my social media is quite very, very unique as well, because I post everything. So if you just search me under Mujgan Tahery on my Instagram, Facebook, you'll be able to find me. And it's going to be my greatest honor to grow this family that I have and make it stronger and bigger, inshallah.
Thank you so much for you sharing your story, your experience. It's very learning and inspiring. Thank you so much to be here with us.
Thank you so much, Amal, to having me today. Just one message to all of the fantastic people that are seeing us is dream big, work hard, and you'll be able to achieve what you want to achieve. As a woman myself, nothing is impossible. If you want to do something in your life, just put your trust in God and plan well, and work hard, and you'll be able to get to where you wanted as well, inshallah.
We're wishing the best for you and your organization, and thank you so much.